Right, chat. Very good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. Hope we're doing well today. Welcome. All right. Cool. So, welcome to the stream, guys. Today we are going to be flying the event on VATSIM at Amsterdam. You have to excuse me if I'm a bit slow today. I am quite tired. But nevertheless, we're going to be flying from Birmingham to Amsterdam. They've got an event on Amsterdam on VATSIM, a surveillance radar approach night, which is essentially... well, we'll get into it a little bit more a little bit later after we do the briefing, but essentially it's going to be an ATC guided approach as opposed to using an ILS or any other similar approaches. So it should be great fun. We're expecting quite a lot of traffic for this one, so we'll need to take some extra fuel, and on top of that, well, nothing on top of that really. That's the plan for today. We're flying in the Fenix A320 with the EasyJet. We're going to be an EasyJet flight today. Real world flight number is U27914. Callsign Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey. This is a flight that does operate or has operated between Schiphol and Birmingham recently. Apologies for the stream. Slight mix-up today. I was originally going to do the flight from Schiphol to Birmingham and then Birmingham back to Schiphol. But unfortunately, like I said, I'm quite tired today. I didn't really sleep hugely well last night. So yeah, essentially what I did is I delayed the stream. We were going to originally start at 3:30. So I've delayed it till obviously 5 o'clock today. And we are going to just do the one leg. So sorry about that if anyone was expecting the 2 legs for today's stream. But nevertheless, should still be great fun. And this is the most exciting out of the 2 legs anyway, to be fair. It should be a lot of fun. So, I have actually already done a lot of the setup in the background before the stream started for the aircraft itself. Because I want to really focus a lot more on the actual briefing and things like that for the flight today. So, let's go ahead and have a quick look at the OFP as we do initially. But first of all, let's just see who we've got in the chat. So, we've got Mawson, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Matt Rasso, welcome. Yeah, it should be a great event. Should be a great event. Dio, welcome. Welcome. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Roy, good day. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Welcome. But yeah, guys, if you're confident on VATSIM, I highly recommend you you join us on this one. It's going to be absolutely fantastic, I think. It's the first time I'm doing a surveillance radar approach. But it should be yeah, it should be great fun. I've briefed myself on the procedures, so yeah, hopefully it should go without hiccups, but yeah, could be some potential issues, but we'll see. Like I say, we've just got to make sure we're well briefed, etc. Ewald, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Roy's going to try to do the event starting from Edinburgh. Very good. Okay, well, hopefully I'll see you in the skies somewhere over Amsterdam then. Stephen, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Patrick, welcome to the chat also. Hope you're doing well indeed. Good to see you. Stian, welcome to the chat. Good to see you as well. Excited to see how this works. Yeah, me too. I have, like I say, briefed myself a little bit on how it does work, but I'm excited to see how it pans out in practice and to see how much arriving aircraft there is going to be into Amsterdam. Matt Rasso, yeah, no worries at all. But I would highly recommend it. It is really good. But I would only attempt this if you're very confident on VATSIM. But I won't lie, I am a little bit nervous. But as with everything that you do for the first time, I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. Votivore, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Quizzy, welcome indeed. Is this game cool? Well, I think so, yeah. You are more than free to judge that yourself once we get underway. Biggles, welcome to the chat. Welcome indeed. Happy Sunday to you too. Sim Eric as well. Welcome to the chat. Always knows with events. Yeah. Well, I mean, for me, I suppose it depends on what event it is, but this one in particular is something totally new for me, so it should be, yeah, quite a eye-opener, I think, and things might go wrong, chat. Things might go wrong. Right. Okie dokie then, chat. So then, let's get cracking. So we'll have a quick look at the OFP as we normally do before we jump into the aircraft. Or we'll, in fact, we will jump into the aircraft, and then we'll have a look at the OFP before the passengers get boarded. So we're here at Macco Sim Birmingham. It's been quite some time since we flew out of here last. It is an absolutely fantastic scenery by Macco Simulations, and yeah, really enjoy this scenery. The ground textures are just brilliant on it, but I think it could do with a few updates. I think it's, in terms of GSX compatibility, it is a little bit hit and miss, but we're not going to have a full tour of the airport today. We're just going to have a quick browse, refresh our memory with what Birmingham looks like. It has been, like I say, quite some time. And they did a really nice job on the front of the terminal, if I remember correctly as well. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Right. Anyways, let's jump into the aircraft then, and we'll have a quick look at the OFP. We're using a livery by the same user that created the livery we used yesterday. Absolutely fantastic. Like, look at the detail on these seats. It just looks so good. And on the back of the chairs, look at this sort of texture. So impressive. Right. Okay. So let's have a look at the OFP before we get moving. So, right. So we'll do a briefing of this. As we said, we're going to be Uniform 2, EasyJet 79014. Going from Birmingham to Schiphol in an A320, Oscar Echo India November Mike is the registration, and the call sign is going to be EasyJet Europe. So it's going to be Alpine 69. That's thinking for a second there. Victor Whiskey. And it's going to be 1800 Zulu is expected off blocks time, and on blocks 1921 expected at Amsterdam. We've got CFM 56, as we always know in the Fenix anyway, and 279 miles over the ground. 62.3 tons is our estimated takeoff weight. And the fuel bias, actually put this in. I always comment on how the Fenix sort of puts a bit of extra. SimBrief, doesn't calculate the same trip fuel as what the Fenix calculates. So I actually put a positive 4% on the fuel bias here on SimBrief. So hopefully that gives us some figures that match up a little bit better in terms of the trip fuel here. And it should hopefully prevent any situations where we're going to have minus extra on the init B page. Alternate is going to be Brussels, and we're going to be cruising at flight level 370. Trip time 53 minutes, and if we need to divert, another 32 minutes from Amsterdam. Block fuel. So the dispatcher has put 5049,000 kilograms, but we're actually we'll probably go for, let's say 5,300. We'll round that up to, as we can probably expect some holding in Amsterdam. Routing, we're expecting 3-3 out of Birmingham on the UNGAP 1 Mike departure. And then into Amsterdam. This could all change. It really depends on the traffic situation, I imagine. But we're planning for Red for 1 Alpha, runway 36 right. Passengers, we've got 144 and 2.2 tons of cargo today. So we are actually fairly heavy. And then coming down and having a look at the weather, there's no air met SIGMETs and tropical cyclone volcanic ash SIGMETs in place. And the weather itself actually very fine here in Birmingham. Same at Schiphol, a little bit windier from the south, but nothing too crazy. And then Brussels, also a fairly similar story to Schiphol. And then coming further down, looking at the routing, it's just straight out to the east initially, after departing to the south. and then a turn up to the northeast and down into Amsterdam. Looking at the significant weather charts, we do have an area of clear air turbulence here to the southeast of our route between flight level 150 and flight level 350. Moderate turbulence forecasted in there, but shouldn't affect us, I would imagine. As you can see, prevailing wind is coming from the northeast, so yeah, that's going to potentially move that system down to the south. But nevertheless, something to be aware of. So that is the briefing for this flight. Let's jump in and see where we're at with the setup in the aircraft. So as you can see, we're on this beautiful EasyJet Europe aircraft. As you can see, the livery has been done absolutely exceptionally. Quick peek out the doors there. Looking very, very nice indeed. Lovely. Right, so let's have a look in the flight deck, make sure everything is set up properly. We've already had our pilot monitoring, which is going to be the captain today. He's already been in here and done quite a bit of setup, so we don't need to worry about doing too much in here. He's already checked all the circuit breakers and everything like that. So let's jump into our seat then, and we'll get this pulled forwards. Lovely. Right, okie dokes. So, as I said, I have done a fair bit of setup in here already. We are pretty much ready for the passengers. All I've not done really is the init-B and the performance data. We'll have a run through what I've done on the ND momentarily, but I think we, like I say, we're about ready for the passengers and the fueling. So let's just request fueling, and and we'll get the passengers boarded once the refueler arrives. Very high pressure it is indeed. Yeah, QNH 1045. Very, very high indeed. 737 flyer, welcome. Yes, I do indeed. Jimmy, welcome to the chat. Welcome, welcome. Yes, I'll probably sleep better tonight, won't I? MPS Gaming, good evening. Welcome, welcome. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right. Okay, so we'll wait for the fueler. Should be here in not too long. Sets up a nice GSX profile for this stand, so it's looking quite good, I think. However, obviously, Zulu time for departure on the sim brief is slightly different to what we're using in sim, so it's not going to display the correct time to departure there, but that's not that big of a deal. Right, while we wait here, let's just refresh the meta. 1046, 3 degrees. I think that's one thing I actually missed on my init A page. Right. 2103. Okay, cool. So that's fine. This, for some reason, is just totally. This departure time is. It's been stuck at 53 minutes the whole time I've been sat here, which is a bit strange. But nevertheless, we've got about half an hour till departure. No issues. Right. Refueler is here. Let's watch him do his thing, shall we? Come on, lads. There he comes. I do enjoy this animation. It is very cool. Leg it. I like how he jumps over the pipe there as well. All right, looks like he's ready for the fueling. Okay, so let's just make sure I put the right fuel figure in here. So we're going to go for 5.3 on the fuel. Cool. Everything else is good. Let's load aircraft. Let's just go for real time. Why the heck not? Okay, cool. So let's review what we've got in here then. I'm just resend that load sheet as well because for some reason it's not actually sent me it here. So, right, I'll quickly finish off the init B, which is going to be 57.5. There we go, 57.5 and 30 exactly. Now fuel, we're expecting 5.3 tons, not 5, just over 5. So we'll stick that in. And let's see what it gives us in terms of the trip fuel, etc. So you can see on my sim brief here, trip fuel with the positive 4% is 2,334. Yeah, that's a bit better. It's actually calculated a little bit less now, so 2.2. So at least it's we're going to have a little bit more with that in mind. So that's good. Route reserve, we can put 0.2. Alternate fuel is going to be 1. We'll round that up to 1.3. And everything else is looking good. So we've got 80 minutes of extra fuel, 0.6 kilos. Sorry, 0.6 tons. And we'll do our departure performance as well. So runway 33 here at Birmingham. Packs are going to be on. We'll sync the preliminary, sync the weather, and calculate. So we've got 384041. 1 down north 68. 384041. That's all in. Thrust reduction acceleration is correct. We've got NADP2 departure procedures here at Birmingham, and engine out acceleration is fine as well. Lovely. Right. So then let's have a look at what we've got set up in the flight plan, and I'll just take you guys through this, and then we'll do a briefing on the charts a little bit later. So if I just zoom out a little bit on the plan here, so basically what we've done is the usual. We've put the 25-mile ring on based on the runway we're taking off from, and the engine out SID, which is climb straight ahead and hold at 25 miles there. Then for the departure, we've got that right turn out, and then a left turn over to the east, and then another turn up to the northeast, and then coming in on the arrival here through Sugol, which is the initial approach fix, I believe. And then from there, we are expecting to go onto vectors from Sugol. So what I've done here is, if I zoom out again, you can see I've got another ring there. That is just the ring to show the MSA for Amsterdam based on the Schiphol VOR just here. And I've also gone ahead, and if I zoom in a little bit further here, and we just scan forwards. So I've just set up for no instrument approach here in Amsterdam. So I've just chosen 36 right, which is what we're expecting for the arrival. So I've just put 36 right in with no instrument approach. And then I've also put, I've sort of drawn in an extended center line using the fix info page using 36 right, and then the reciprocal heading, or and then so the reciprocal radial coming off that to draw an extended center line. So that should be nifty once we're getting vectored in, just to see where we're coming and a bit of situational awareness. And I've also drawn this other ring here, which is 6 miles based on the runway threshold. And this ring is basically to indicate to us when we should be at a maximum of 2,000 feet. The SRA approach actually starts at 2,000 feet, and they'll descend you down 3 degrees. So it should be approximately 6 miles, just over, I think. And that should help us just be a little bit more situationally aware of what's going on. So that's that all done. The departure itself we're going to brief in just a moment, and I'll actually go ahead and tell GSX to start the boarding as well. I think the refueling might have completed already. It has. Get the seatbelt signs on then. Okie dokie. So passengers are going to walk in on this gate, so they should actually come around here from the other side of this and along this walkway. For some reason the ground texture's gone really blurry from this angle. Ah, there we go. There we go, much crisper. Right. Simeric's flying from EDDL to from Ibiza. Very good. How's that going? Thinking about buying GSX as well. Yeah, I mean, when it works, it is fantastic. I do enjoy it. I need to clean the windows. Yeah, I think the angle of the sun is really catching that dirt on the windows, isn't it? Velux went flying in a PA-28 yesterday. Very good. That's amazing, dude. How did it go? Hoping to start PPL soon. Do I have a PPL? I do not, unfortunately. Alfie, guten Tag. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Can I tell you my route? I can, Matrasso. Yeah, I can just paste it in the chat. Looks like a pretty busy event this evening. It probably will be, yep. Probably will be. I mean, VATSIM in general is very busy tonight. There's an event going from, it looks like from Dublin to, is it Malaga as well? There's a huge conga line going out there as well, which is looks absolutely crazy. Now then, we might be in controlled airspace here, so we might be able to get a clearance. So I'm just going to check actually on the VATSIM UK website. Ah, okay. No, we're not actually. We're not. There is a London control on, but they don't actually cover Birmingham. Right. No worries. So here come the passengers. Very good. Everything's being loaded on here. Love to see it. How am I filling up with passengers? Look into GSX, the virtual Thunderbirds. It's GSX that does that. Doing the same flight this evening from Luton. So you're flying the event as well, Shane. Welcome, nevertheless. Hope you're doing well. Virtual Thunderbirds, welcome as well. Steve, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Reciprocal course, yes, that's the word I was looking for, Lewis. Thank you so much. I told you I'm tired today. But yes, thank you, Lewis. Welcome, nevertheless. Hope you're doing well. What airport is this? It is Birmingham in the UK. Right, okay, so the reason why I wanted to get everything prepared a little bit ahead of time here, chat, was because we're going to have a look at the actual approach on the charts and just make sure that we're fully versed on that. So let's go ahead and have a look at the briefing for today. So we're going to be departing Birmingham, UK. We'll have a quick look at the taxi out initially. Airport elevation here, 339 feet. We're currently here at the main terminal, departing runway 33. So just taking a closer look. We're currently at stand 55 right. So we'll push back on Victor, facing to the west, and then it's uncontrolled here at the moment, so we don't need to go too crazy with worrying about where to taxi. But we're going to take a left onto Delta here, like so. Following Delta down and then onto Echo. And following Echo all the way around, and then onto Sierra, and then Sierra 1. In fact, no, we probably don't need to go that far, do we? So we'll probably come down here, Echo, and then to runway 33, like so. So basically like that. Very straightforward. And then the departure we're expecting here is the UNGAP 1 mic. This is the 10-3 Golf chart. Transition altitude 6,000 feet, which we've already checked is set in the MCDU. So looking further down, it is an RNAV departure for runway 33 only. And the departure itself initially takes us on runway track out to Bravo November 31. This is a flyover waypoint, as you can see here by the circle. And we need to be between 1,500 and 6,000 feet altitude at that fix. Then we're going to take a right turn to Bravo Echo 21, max 220 knots there, and minimum 2,000, maximum 6,000 at that fix. All the restrictions and speeds I've already cross-checked in the MCDU as well, by the way, so that is all in there correctly. And then from there, we're going to go out to Bravo Echo 20, max 250 knots, and then out to UNGAP, which is a required altitude of 6,000. Now, because this, we also have no turns below 840 as well. Now, because this is an uncontrolled airport at the moment, if we have a look on here, we can see Birmingham is somewhere around this area. Let's see if we can find ourselves. There we go. That's us. So yeah, Birmingham's right here. As you can see, there's not a terrible amount of traffic around here at the moment. So we'll most likely be able to just clear ourselves to climb out immediately all the way up to our cruising flight level. Again, because it's uncontrolled. Dublin, 69 departures. What the heck? That's crazy. Right, so that's the departure. And for arrivals into Schiphol, we'll have a look here at the surveillance radar equipment approach charts. Now, we are going to plan for 3-6 right. Now, again, that could all change. In fact, whilst we're here, we'll actually go ahead. We'll see if we can get... I'm just going to have a look in the background here, see if I can get a ATIS for Amsterdam. I don't know if they're actually online or not yet. No, they're not. Okay, cool. In fact, I could have just checked that on here. Yeah, they're not online just yet. But the event does start in about at 6:30, so that's fine. No worries. So let's have a look at the charts then and make sure we've got everything set in our minds. So we're expecting 3-6 right, which is none of these. So let's just find the correct chart here. Now, these charts are not actually publicly available anymore, I don't believe, at least in Navigraph. So I've actually got these off the Dutch VAC division page. So let's have a look. 18 right, runway 22, runway 27, 3-6 right. Here we go. Okay, dokes. So let's have a look-see. In fact, we'll come back to that in a moment. We need to brief our star first. We've not even done that. So let's have a look. We're flying into Amsterdam, Netherlands. This is a 10-2 Bravo plate. Transition level is probably going to be something quite low. Obviously, Amsterdam being -11 feet below sea level. Transition level probably be as by ATC, but it'd probably be around 4,000 feet, I imagine. So looking at this, we're going to do the red for 1 alpha, or that's what we're expecting. This is an RNAV arrival. It's not runway dependent, so it is quite likely we will fly this one. And then it's going to basically take us in from Redford. Maximum altitude there is flight level 230. From Redford, we're going to come into Sulut and then to Sugol. So it's a very straightforward arrival. However, at Sugol, we do need to make sure we are at 250 knots maximum, and between flight level 100 and flight level 070, or as instructed by ATC. Could be higher, obviously, if we're getting a lot of traffic coming in there. There is a hold at Sugol as well, which is potentially where we'll be asked to hold rather than in this terminal area here. We'll probably be asked to hold at Sugol if required. The hold itself is an inbound course of 110 degrees and a minimum holding altitude, flight level 70, max 250 knots in the hold. So that's that. And then, like I say, from Sugol, we will likely get put onto vectors for the approach. Now, this is just what I understand. I don't think there is any transition on to these approaches here. So I'm just going to have a quick scan again, just real quick, just to make sure there's no approach transitions here, because generally there are some transitions for the approaches in Schiphol, but it doesn't look like there are. Right. Okie dokes. So let's have a look then at 36 right, which is going to be this chart here. You can see SRE, surveillance radar equipment, runway 36 right. So let's have a look then. This is an Netherlands AIP chart. I'm not very familiar with these charts, so you'll have to forgive me. Might take me a little bit longer to decipher this this chart. Right. So having a look, the final approach fix here is at 2,000 feet, 6.7 miles to touchdown from that point. You've also got all these helpful altitude checks, which ATC will actually inform us of whilst we are on the descent here. So we've got the altitude checks to make sure we're descending on the right path. The descent angle or descent gradient, let's say 2.83 degrees, 4.9% down, obviously minus 2.83 degrees. Transition level by ATC, transition altitude 3000. Missed approach point is 1.5 miles from the runway if we need to go around. Let's see. And if we do need to go around, it's literally just straight ahead and obviously inform ATC. So it is quite straightforward in terms of the chart itself. So in terms of what we're actually going to do for the approach is... obviously, we're expecting to be on vectors onto the final approach fix. The ATC will give us headings to get onto the final approach course, and then they will continue to give us more headings to keep us on the extended centerline from the runway. Now, some of you may be thinking, the Airbus is fantastic. We can use track FPA. We can use a 3-degree descent angle or 2.83. We can dial that in exactly. We can use track, and we're going to track the exact runway centerline without any needing to correct for wind, etc. But what you do need to bear in mind is the ATC will be giving us headings to fly onto the centerline. So we can't use track FPA mode. We can't use FPA on its own. You have to use track at the same time. So we have to use heading and vertical speed for this approach. So what we're going to do is we'll aim to be fully configured, in fact, or at least, at the very, very least, coming into here. Very, very least, we'll come in at flaps 3 gear down at the very latest. Because this is a non-precision approach, we need to make sure we are fully configured so that we can have a nice stable descent rate coming down on this glide slope. We don't want any big configuration changes because that could throw off our descent profile, and it's going to be quite a bit more difficult to recover it if we absolutely balls it up. You can see on this section here we do have a ground speed to vertical speed conversion chart, which will probably be useful to us. So we'll probably anticipate coming in at around 140 knots, so we're going to need to set about 700 feet per minute vertical speed from this final approach fix. So that's that. And the minima. So minima is actually a... let's see. Again, not familiar with these charts here. So you've got the minimum here for the circling approach, which I'm not expecting to do. I can't actually see the standard minima. Now, I don't necessarily think that these types of approaches, from what I've read, the minima is it's actually based on the OCA here, the obstacle clearance altitude. So I think this is, again, this would be a company-specific thing, potentially, in terms of what they accept for the minima here. But we will be advised of this by the controller as well, and we can use that as our minima. So I think we'll use that 570 feet as the, like I say, the minima there. So that is that. I think, like I say, what we'll do, I think I'll put some pseudo waypoints in the plan as well, based on this chart, because the fix page that I've done is useful, but I think it might be useful to put in, for example, the exact location of the final approach fix here. And on top of that, we'll put in this fix here, which is part of the miss approach, just so we can make sure we attempt to track that properly on the departure if we need to go around. So that's that. We'll have a look at that again shortly. And then coming in to Schiphol, obviously a very, very complicated airport. So we'll brief the taxi here just briefly. So I'm not going to look at this chart. It's far too complicated, too difficult to see where we're going. So we're going to come in on 36 right here. That's what we're anticipating. It might be different. We'll aim to vacate somewhere quite late on. So maybe Echo 2 here, potentially. And we want the 10-9 Bravo chart, which is down here. So if we aim to come off at Echo 2 here, we want to come all the way around. So our stand is here for EasyJet. We're going to ask for Hotel 1, which is right there. So if we get off at Echo 2 or Echo 5, somewhere in that vicinity, as you can see, the taxiways here have got the directions actually noted on there. So that's that way and that's that way, basically. So for our taxi in, we can expect probably Echo 2 and then all the way around Bravo, all the way around this edge, and then a left on to Alpha 19. Not sure which one, but probably Alpha 19 Echo. And then all the way down here to Hotel 1. That's assuming we get 36 right for the arrival. So we'll rebrief if we have to, if we don't get that. So that's the briefing. Isn't the Donington racetrack next to this airport? Don't think so. Not Birmingham, no. It probably is East Midlands, actually. Right, okay, so I'm just going to come back into the aircraft here. We are fully boarded now. And departure time is in 8 minutes. So we'll get the APU fired up. Might get away a little bit early here. And then I want to just come in here. I've already checked everything against the charts in terms of altitudes, so I don't need to worry too much about those. I did that before the stream began. Just to save us a bit of time here. So that's all good. So what we'll do, like I said, I wanted to see if I could stick in some pseudo waypoints here using fix info, some custom waypoints if you like. So I'm just going to bring up the chart we were just looking at on our... on my other screen, and we'll probably use again, so radial 182 is going to be the radial we'll need. So we'll go EHAM 36 right, and we'll go. Oops, I didn't mean to put it like that. EHAM 36 right, and then the reciprocal I've already forgotten. 182, and then we'll put in 6.7. I'm not sure if it's going to take that as a distance. So this is a place bearing distance waypoint. So it's based on the Amsterdam 36 right, radial 182, coming from the runway threshold. So that's going to put the fix basically at the final approach fix, as we discussed earlier. 6.7 miles is the distance. So let's see if we can bang that in. Okay, that's not worked there. So I might need to actually come and do a pilot waypoint here initially. So this might also be a complete waste of time as well, chat, because again, we might have to use a different runway. So we'll put EHAM 36 right FAF as the ident. Oops, that's too long, I think. We'll put SPL 36 FAF. That's too long as well. SPL 36F. Right, that's fine. So we'll go EHAM 36 right. Bearing I've already forgotten. God, my memory sometimes is just terrible. (182). Oh, we've got deductions on our flight plan. Okay, interesting. We'll have a look at that in a sec. Right. EHAM 36 right, 182 and 6.7. I don't know if it'll let me put it in now, but okay, maybe not. Great. All right, we'll put it in here then. And then we'll put 36 FAF as the name, 36 FAF. And then for the go around, for the go around is actually the waypoint should already be in the database. So what we'll do is we'll stick in 36 FAF. So we'll just stick it in like that. We don't need to do anything else. And then we'll also put in, have we reached the amount of pages that we can have? Never mind. Okay. We can only have 4. Never mind. Right. Okay. Well, we'll be able to stick another one in once we get underway here. Let's see how that looks anyway. Make sure that's all worked out for us. It might be completely unnecessary, that, like I say again, chat, but let's see. Yeah, so you can see, there we go. We've got the final approach fix there at 6.7 miles. So that's a bit more precise than using the ring there. So what I might do is actually, just so I'm not misleading myself, is we'll come in here and we'll just make the ring 7 miles instead. Because you can't use decimals on that. Yeah, that's a bit better. Right, okay. Cool, lovely stuff. So, that's all that done. We are about ready to rock and roll. The APU is Veil. We'll just finish off our final load sheet bits here. We'll request the pushback tug to connect. Oh, hang on a minute. I'm sure we've got a different load sheet here. Oh, we accepted that one. Huh. I'm sure it just said deductions. What? I'm so confused. Let's just try on this side. Because I know this shouldn't make a difference, but... Yeah, okay, compliant, so we don't need to change anything, that's fine. Right, okie dokes. Lovely stuff. APUs available. We'll get the external power turned off now.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
We'll get the ground services or the ground crew to remove the GPU and the chocks. And we'll do our cockpit prep checklist, which really was pretty much done before we actually started the stream here. But gear pins and covers are removed. Fuel quantity is 5.3 tons. Seatbelt signs are on. Adhesive and nav, bar F1045 set both sides. And before start checklist, parking brake is set. Takeoff speeds and thrust 384041. Windows are closed. And we'll go ahead and close the door at the back here as well. And beacon light will turn on in just a second before start checklist completes. All right, lovely. We want to go nose to the right, tail to the left. Actually, no, I don't. Let's just do a quick edit. Right, that'll do it. Right, parking brake released. Off we go.
Please stand by starting engines until push is completed and brakes are set.
Okie dokie then, chat. Let's go ahead for a start on engine number 2. I'm going to ignore what they said about icing. Engine 2 start. Oh, sorry, Matt Rasso. I missed your messages. Good stuff, though. Glad you could see us. Glad you managed to work it out without me having to say. I was obviously very distracted there. Did I just vape? I did, George. Yep. Right. Okie dokie. Engine 2 avail. We'll restart that chrono and we'll go for a start on engine number 1.
Please set parking brakes.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Taxiing at Schiphol is complicated. Yeah, it's a very complicated airport, isn't it? Schiphol, but it should be good fun nevertheless. Felix, I am using multiple programs on the tablet there. So that tablet is just an overlay for the stream. And I'm running essentially Navigraph and SimToolkitPro on there.
Unlocking the nose gear.
Okie dokie.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Alright, there we go. Engine 1 is avail. Lovely stuff. Engine mode selector to norm. We'll get the transponder on. arm the ground spoilers, set the flaps to 1 plus F even. Much faster slats, unlike last night after we had that blue hydraulic issue. Right. So that is set. Radar and predictive wind shear can come on now. This is quite a wide apron, no issues. Radios I should have really already set, but we'll do it now. It's very quiet here at Birmingham, fortunately. So that's all good. We'll check the ECAM status. That's all looking good. Flight controls, we'll set... we don't need to set any trim here, but we'll do a flight controls check. So full left, full right. Oops. Did not mean to press that. And neutral, full up, full down, and neutral. Full left on the rudder, full right, and back to neutral. Lovely stuff. We get the terrain display on and max auto brake. Everything is set up here. That all looks good. It's an RNAV departure, so we don't need the VOR display on. That's all good. And then coming up top, APU bleed and APU master can come off. Lovely job. Right, let's have a word with Birmingham traffic then. Birmingham traffic, Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey is taxiing to runway 33, Birmingham. Right. Taxi lights on. Let's go, chats. Really good scenery, this. It just looks so good. It's just something about it that looks great. Right, so after start checklist we should have really already done, but let's do it now. Anti-ice is engine only, ECAM status is checked, pitch trim is set, and rudder trim is neutral. Oopsie daisies. Pitch trim is neutral. After start checklist complete, and the taxi checklist coming up straight away. So flaps, flight controls are checked. Flap setting is config 1 plus F. Radar and predictive wind shear is on and auto. Engine mode selector is in normal. ECAM memo is takeoff no blue. Taxi checklist complete. Should see Matt Rasso around this corner, I think. Oh, beautiful. There we go. In a KLM. So we're going to go straight forwards onto a Delta here. Beautiful. Oh, and there's an EasyJet there as well. Lovely. I think, Matt Rasso, you the EasyJet? Got you, got you, got you. So Delta 7 here, and then right on to Echo. Echo straight forwards and onto the runway here. Right, lovely. We might as well get the TCAS on now. Right. Right, lineup checklist. Takeoff runway is 33, that is confirmed. TCAS, TARA, PAX 1 and 2 are on. Lineup checklist complete. Birmingham traffic, Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey, lining up runway 33 for an immediate departure. Birmingham traffic. Right, we'll get the strobe lights on and the landing lights on because we're going to assume we've been cleared to take off. Okie dokie, let's go then. So, rolling takeoff, I think it is. So, Engines up to 50%. Start the chrono. Engines are stable. Let's go. Fuzz Toga's in the chat. Manflex 68 SRS runway auto thrust is blue. Flex set, airspeed alive. $100 knots. V1 rotates. Nav, positive rates, gear up. Lever climb, climb, thrust climb, auto thrust. I'll get the ground spoilers disarmed now. And we'll also get the nose lights off and the runway turn-off lights off. Release the cabin crew. Right, we're coming up to the S speeds. Speed is checked, flap set to 0. And we'll keep on climbing out here, actually, seeing as though we are in uncontrolled airspace. So we'll go open climb, and we'll set standard. So we've got flight level 240 blue. We might as well send ourselves all the way up to 370. Flight level 370 blue. Right, accelerating to 250 knots after that turn. Alright, still just flying it manually here, chat, just getting a feel. And we're going in a straight line. AP2. Lovely, lovely. Right. Easy peasy, that departure. Very nice. See you in Amsterdam. Yes, indeed, Roy, indeed. I think we're looking good in terms of icing. I don't think we'll necessarily need the anti-ice for now, so we'll turn that off. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Right, flight level 100. Get the landing lights off and seatbelt signs off as we now accelerate to 300 knots. We do have another aircraft on our departure path here, which is... They're flying across us. Okay, that shouldn't be an issue. That'll be them right there. You can just make them out. Fenix doesn't like icing in on the sim. Yeah, I don't have it on. I've just got it on visual only, but obviously procedure-wise... Right, off we go then, chat. Just going to turn the music down a touch. Sorry, the sim down a touch here. We just had a contact me. 120025.
EZ17 Papa Foxtrot, landing control, hello, descent level 240. Descent level 240, EZ17 Papa Foxtrot.
London, very good evening. Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey, passing flight level 143 for flight level 370, inbound Borto.
Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey, London, thank you. Climb flight level 230, and squawk 7576.
Climb 230, squawk 7576 for Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey.
EZ65 Echo Tango, reduce speed at 220 knots, descend flight level 90.
Down speed 220 knots and down to flight level 90, Echo Tango.
Right, 66 Echo Yankee with me.
Yes, good evening, heading 230.
66 Echo Yankee, thank you, descend altitude 5,000.
There's no 9, I just realised.
Down to 5,1045. 6 Echo.
Followed 77, sorry, Volaris 774, climb flight level 380.
Coming to flight 380, Volaris 774.
EZ17 Papa Foxtrot, direct Airbus.
Direct Airbus, EZ17 Papa Foxtrot. And London EZ538 Romeo, we're ready for taxi.
EZ538 Romeo, thank you, taxi home point. Yeah, I actually pushed you the wrong way.
I'm sure it was 7576 or 7976. I can't remember which it was, but I'm pretty... There's no 9, so it must be 75, right?
Alpha, Bravo, to hold at Bravo 1.
Alternate ways, we'll go all the way around Delta, Bravo, and holding point to Bravo 1, EZ538 Romeo.
EZ65 Echo Tango, descend to altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 1045.
Down to 6,000 feet, QNH 1045, 65 Echo Tango.
London Control, EC2106 and flying now 107.
EZ206,
Right.
thank you, clear to land runway 07 with this car.
Clear to now 107.
Let's see if we've got any ATC coming up next. We do not.
Just crossed Rhino 66 Echo Yankee, left heading 210 degrees.
Although Amsterdam Centre should be coming online fairly soon.
Direct to Sifter.
Direct Sifter, 196.
2,000 to go.
Foxtrot descend flight level 200, level by Elvos.
Descend level 200 by Alpha, EZ17 Papa Foxtrot.
Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey, climb flight level 370.
Climb 370, Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey.
Speedboat 24 Romeo, pressing first.
Let's climb, open climb.
Romeo, descend flight level 200, level by Tobit.
200 Tobit, Speedboat 24 Romeo.
EZ65 Echo Tango, turn left heading 200 degrees and descend altitude 5,000 feet.
Right, so we're cleared up to our cruising flight level now.
And altitude 5,000 feet, 65 Echo Tango.
I'm just going to keep an eye on the
sorry, 69 Victor Whiskey, stop climb flight level 350.
Stop climb flight level 350, Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey.
Easy 17 Papa Foxtrot, contact, in fact, just monitor Unicom now, 122.8, goodbye.
Monitor Unicom, easy 17 Papa Foxtrot 3.
How is live weather working today? It seems to be working fine. Seems to be working good.
66 Echo Yankee,
I think yesterday actually worked okay for me actually, but I only did those couple of flights, so maybe I was just lucky.
Easy 2106, vacate left, taxi via Alpha and hold short of Delta.
Maras is starting his taxi, very good. Well, hopefully I'll see you soon.
Easy 106. Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey, contact under control 475.
118475, Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey.
Super 24 Romeo, descend flight level 150, level by Soffit.
150.
Stanza 4, uniform, route direct, Ugna.
Right, okay, got standard for uniform.
Easy 29 Kilo X.
Easy 29 Kilo X-ray, slam 230.
Easy, climb flight level 230. Ratlow.
Roger, climb flight level 230, direct Ratlow, 29 Kilo X.
London, very good evening. Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey, passing flight level 257 for flight level 350 inbound Banto.
Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey, hello, route direct Redford.
Direct Redford, Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey. Alright, direct to Redford.
Eurowings 468, hello, Logan 2.
Gives us a short direct there, but just takes us straight on to our arrival into Amsterdam, basically.
Control, good evening. Ryanair 3 Charlie Mike, information Kilo support requesting clearance to Amsterdam as filed.
Ryanair 3 Charlie Mike, hello there, Roger, clearance
Very nice.
via PDC.
How long until we land and then I'll join you next flight? We're only doing this one flight today, Sasha, so nothing after this. Welcome though, hope you're doing well.
Quality 2275, flight level 280 inbound. Wow.
Quality 2275, hello, Squawk 4411.
Let's see how the fuel burn is matching up to the sim brief now.
872 uniform, turn left, heading 135, speed 180 knots.
135, speed 180 knots, time 872 uniform.
Lufthansa 2 Whiskey.
So we're just overhead Banto.
120.025.
3.7 should be in the tanks, which we've got 0.3 more and 1.4 used.
Walker 3135, stands 1 forward, fence set.
So just a little bit under the sim brief now.
Walker 3135, push and start approved, QNH 1045.
Push and start approved on 1045, Walker 3.
Already on the way to Redford, yep. We've just been given a direct to Redford.
Turn left, heading 075 to establish localizer, runway 04.
It is 93 miles away though, so not super close to it.
Scandinavian 66, what's your requested level?
Flight level 390, Scandinavian 66.
El Bafino, welcome to the chat from France. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you.
Route direct Grony.
Flight level 390, direct Grony, Scandinavian 66.
Ryanair 872 uniform, descends to altitude 2,500 feet.
Roy's airborne. Matt Rasso is taking off. Very good. Awesome, guys. Awesome. I mean, I'll probably see you in the hold. I don't know, though. They've not come online yet, Amsterdam. So we'll see how it goes.
Charlie, push and start approved. QNH 1045.
QH 1045, push approved, Ryanair 3 November Charlie.
Eurowings 468, when ready, descend flight level 160, level by Sabre.
Live over not working here. Don't know what to do. Guile, go into your options, general options. Open up the data panel and make sure you've got online functionality turned on.
Roger.
I had that yesterday where the live weather wouldn't work, and then I just went in there and turned the online functionality on, and it worked fine. It turned itself off because of the high traffic on the servers yesterday, I think.
For quality 2275.
Ryanair 872 uniform, no speed restriction.
Breezy, welcome to the chat. How do you join? We are currently on the VATSIM network. VATSIM is an online ATC network.
Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey, confirm your requested level.
Requested level is 370 Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey.
Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey, flying flight level 370.
Climb flight level 370 Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey.
Easy 29.
Alright, 370 blue.
Redford.
Right there, correct for easy 29 kilos.
Quality 2275, route direct Abbott.
Direct Abbott, quality 2275.
Lovely, lovely.
Easy 196,
There's the English coast.
Easy 196, London Control, roger.
Walker 3135, request taxi.
Walker 3135, taxi holding point.
Such a great livery, this. It's so well done.
1 point Lima 1 via Juliet, Walker 3135.
That's no C36 Golf, 7 flight level 200, conduct 1
Even got the EasyJet trolleys.
Hello, descend flight level 180.
Descend flight level 180, 366 Golf.
Very good.
Ryanair 872 uniform, runway 04, wind calm, cleared to land.
Runway 04, clear to land, Ryanair 872 uniform.
Easy 196, route direct Arnhem.
Just look at the texture here, though. That looks so well done.
Easy 196.
Scandinavian 66, nothing further now. Monitor Unicom 122.8.
Unicom to Scandinavian 66, thank you.
Breeze says, is it only about ATC? Yeah, it's an online ATC network, and yeah, I mean, it will put other players into your sim from who are also on the VATSIM network, and then you have air traffic controllers that also log on and do controlling like you can hear now.
Control, Lufthansa 4 Yankee.
Roy's got an extra. Have you got an extra hours of fuel, crikey?
Lufthansa 4 Yankee Victor, negative. Lamborn, flight level 8.
That rest is on 120025. Okay, you're on the frequency just before me.
Flight level 80, Lufthansa 4 Yankee Victor.
And that's Lufthansa 4 Yankee Victor. There's nothing further now. It looks like it's landing 09 left. Monitor Unicom 122.8.
Monitor Unicom 122.8. Bye-bye. Lufthansa 4 Yankee Victor.
Walker 3135, hold position.
3135, we got an opposite Ryanair 737 on Juliet. Is it possible to hop over to hotel?
Yeah, just hold position for me.
Holding position 31.
Just seeing if Amsterdam have come online yet.
Yeah, so don't move in future without calling ATC. There's an ATIS up to Stansted, which means that it's controlled. So please don't just start moving around the airport.
Sorry about that.
No Amsterdam online yet.
Yeah, but if there's an ATIS, Stansted ATIS, that's online, then it indicates that someone is controlling it. But just hold position for now, please.
Holding position. Sorry about that.
Quality 2275. Route direct now to Lambourne, Lima Alpha Mike.
Redirect to Lamborn, Lima Alpha Mike for quality 2275.
Easy 36 Victor Golf, route direct Koku.
Right, it's 1,000 to go.
36 Victor.
Or just under 1,000.
Walker 3135. Take a right there, then taxi via hotel.
Here's the coast.
Yeah, with the right turn via hotel to Lima 1, Walker 3135.
Ryanair 9 full Papa, cushion stars approved, QNH 1045.
Push-on start approved, QNH 1045, Ryanair 9 for Papa.
Ryanair 2701, are you ready to copy your clearance?
A5.
Ryanair 2701, you're cleared to Manchester. It's an Utaba 1 CL.
Fair enough, Breezy. No worries. No worries. Well,
Walk 7017.
you won't fly the aircraft yourself. I'm not sure I understand what you mean by that.
Ryanair 2701 cleared to Manchester Line, Tower 1.
Right, hopefully ATC is going to come online any second now. It's 2 minutes before the event starts.
Ryanair 2701, correct, hold position. Ryanair 2 November Kilo, change to the routing, taxi holding point Lima 1 via Papa, Hotel and Lima.
Remember, we've got a restriction here at Redfur, so we could probably do with some descent clearance. Maximum flight level at Redfur is 230.
Aircraft type CJ 4 on stand 63 right, ready for push and start.
We're going to get a decelerate in just a second.
Like to go 077, hold position for now.
Hold position left is 077.
Ryanair 2701, QNH 1045.
QNH 1045, Ryanair 2701.
Ryan.
I'm going to request... Oh, we've got Amsterdam radar online now. 1999
Via Bravo and Juliet.
Oh, I can't even tune that frequency. 998. Interesting.
Ryanair 3 Charlie Mike, push to start approved, QNH 1045.
Wind start approved, 1015, Ryanair 3 Charlie Mike.
Negative 1045.
1045, Ryanair 3 Charlie Mike.
Quality 2275, descend flight level 80.
Should be an ATIS online momentarily, hopefully.
Descending 80, quality 2275.
Blue Max 26 Kilo Charlie, are you with me?
Just waiting for a second to speak to this guy, really.
Easy 36 Victor Golf, descend flight level 160.
Flight level 160, 36 Victor Golf.
Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey request descent.
Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey, descend flight level 240.
Descend flight level 240, Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey.
Easy 29 Kilo X-ray, contact Amsterdam radar 125.
Alright, let's go. Thrust idle open descents.
Ryanair 2701, I was just talking to someone else, you overstepped them. Easy 29 Kilo X-ray, just confirm the frequency for me again.
125.75, easy 29 Kilo X-ray.
125.75 is going to be our next frequency, I think.
Then left onto Hotel, taxi holding point Lima 1.
Left on.
Right. Still no ATIS though.
Lima 1, Ryanair 2701.
Walker 3135, approaching Lima 1, runway 04, ready for departure.
Walker 3135, roger, hold Lima 1.
Hold short Lima 1, Walker 3135. Ryanair 94 Papa, request taxi.
I can't click on this for some reason. It's not grayed out, but it still won't let me. Oh, there we go. Okay, crikey, that's a long one. Skip all information alpha, main landing runway 36 right. Great, that's what we planned for, so hopefully we'll get that. Secondary landing runway 06, main departures runway 36 left. Transition level is 35, wind 010 at 9 knots.
Stand by please, sorry. Eurowing 468, descend flight level 80.
Sorry, wind is 010 at 9.
And Walker 3135, contact Stansted.
Temperature is 6 degrees, QNH 1042.
20.625, Walker 3135, bye-bye.
Ryanair 2 November Kilo, contact Stansted radar 120.
We're going to go flaps full for this landing, chats.
1065, direct 62, version 2, November Kilo, bye-bye.
Ryanair 2701, contact Stansted radar 120.625.
Hey, Andy, coming in with the £4.49 super chat. Thank you so much, dude.
The frequency is 120.625.
120.
Much appreciated, Andy. Thank you so much. Great.
Frequency is 120.625.
Oops. Great to see departure at my hometown airport. Still debating a new PC and getting involved. It's come along.
Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey, contact Amsterdam radar 125.750.
125.750 Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey. Thank you, bye.
Okay, then 8866 Amsterdam.
Someone's got a hot mic.
Amsterdam radar, KLM 8866.
KLM 8866, ja, u moet de phone blijven vastzitten. How do you reach him?
I'm going to turn the ATC up for you guys for this bit.
Word ik disconnected. Misschien een probleem met de service.
KLM 8866, proceed direct to Sierra Papa Lima, descend level 70.
Direct to Sierra Papa Lima. And descend to flight level 70. KLM 886.
Amsterdam, very good evening. Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey, descending through flight level 283 for flight level 240, and we're inbound Redfer.
Hello, Easy 69 Victor Whiskey, descend level 230, fly direct to Sugal.
Send 230 direct Sugal, Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey.
Hello, Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey, we have an SRA approach event tonight. Are you aware of that, sir?
I am indeed, yes. Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey.
Okay, would you like to fly the SRA, sir?
Yes, please. Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey.
Proceed then after Sugal. Well, continue to Sugal for now. And expect an SRA approach for the May 36 right, sir.
Expect SRA approach for 36 right, Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey. Thank you. All right, there we go, chats.
Descend level 70, cross Sugal 100 or below.
SRA approach, runway 36 right. Everything that we planned for, I'm so pleased about that.
Level 70, cross Sugal 100.
We're going to go lower to brake for this landing. I know we're not going to need medium because we're going to try and roll out as long as we can.
Amsterdam, this is Easy 196, direct to Arnhem.
But yes, Andy, highly recommend it, dude. It is great. It is great. And I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. Thank you so much once again for your super chat. Much appreciated. And hopefully you'll enjoy this approach. This should be pretty fun. Hopefully you guys can all hear ATC okay, because it's going to be quite important for you guys to hear ATC for this approach.
Continue to Navigraph.
Continue to bureau is van Rijk.
8866, bent u in de rechterbocht naar Sierra Papa Lima, meneer?
Ik ga nu een bocht maken naar Sierra Papa.
Right, runway 36 right. We'll just quickly stick the information in here.
And descend level, flight level 70.
3.2 on board at landing, so that's going to give us 58, sorry.
Easy 69 Victor Whiskey, descend level 70, across Sugal, level 100 or below.
Say again, was that for Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey?
Yeah, sorry, Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey, indeed, descend level 70, across Sugal, flight level 100 or below.
Descend 70, cross Sugal, flight level 100 or below, Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey. Alright, flight level 70 blue. We want to cross Sugal below flight level 100, which is already in here. So we shall just monitor our vertical profile here. We're actually below it currently, so we'll actually shallow out our descent rate. We'll go speed des. That's going to reduce our descent rate to 1,000 feet per minute until we capture that vertical path there. So that's that done. Landing weights, as we were just calculating, so it's 57.5. So that's going to give us 60.7 on landing weight. And we're going to go for low auto brake, flap full, and idle reverse. Lovely stuff. Let's just see what flap 3 gives us. Not much in it. Yeah, I'm going to go for flap full, chat, today, because I would like to I would quite like to get a nice soft touchdown today, and I feel like flaps 3 always results in some kind of bounce landing or something, and I think I need to practice more with flaps 3.
Canon 8866, your speed 250 knots.
I think we're going to be one of the first people in here, chat, to be honest with you. Tell you what I might just do, chat, is
speed 250, equal approach 1212.
we'll go 1,300 feet per minute, so speed, vertical speed, minus 1,300. So we'll come down a bit quicker.
Wizard 1 Alpha Mike, when ready, descend flight level 280.
Because this vertical profile is going to give us flight level 100 at Sugol, which I mean, it wouldn't be terribly bad form to be a little bit below 10,000 rather than at it at Sugol. Right.
Easy 29 Kilo X-ray, after Sugol, fly to Sierra Papa Lima.
After Sugol, flight Sierra Papa Lima.
Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey, for you the same, after Sugol, Sierra Papa Lima.
After Sugol, Sierra Papa Lima, Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey. Right, okay, so let's just amend our flight plan then. So Sugol, and then we're going to go direct to the Schiphol VOR, which is SPL there. We'll stick that in there. Sugol. Oh, hello? That was strange. Why did it not? Sierra Papa Lima. I think I need to put it right here instead. Sugol, Sierra Papa Lima. There we go. We'll clear that guy out.
Hello, come to Hotel, descend flight level 220, fly direct to river and expect runway. Oh, dat gaan we nog even bekijken zo. For now, direct
right. Next frequency I anticipate is 1293, I think.
Canem 24 Hotel, u had de SRA approach voorbereid, klopt dat? Inderdaad. Ja, in that case expect runway 36 right, sir. Expect 36 right, Canem 24 Hotel.
Where's the next stream? I'm not sure yet, Sasha. I've got quite a busy week next week, but I will update on, obviously, the usual channels. Once I do, it's probably going to be on Wednesday, I imagine. Oh, MPS Gaming, is your new PC nearly done now, then? Wonder if ATC will divert you in zigzag to manage traffic. Maybe. I think we are some of the first getting in here, though, so... We might be more or less straightforward and straight in, but we'll see. We'll see. Complete madness on your frequency. Crikey. It's actually pretty chill on this frequency. I'm quite surprised, to be honest. I'm very surprised, in fact.
Easy 29 Kilo vehicle, Schiphol approach on 121.2. Goodbye.
It's going to be that for us, actually. That easy is in front of us in the sequence, I think. Let's just grab the ATIS once again.
Easy 196, call Amsterdam on 124.875.
124.875, Easy 196.
Canem 24 Hotel, descend level 150. Descend 150, 24 Hotel.
Breezy. My computer specs are in the description, or you can type in the chat !specs. Right. Got clouds scattered at 1900 feet, so that's not going to cause too many issues, I don't think, with our approach. Yeah, very good. Converging approaches in progress. Contact approach and arrival call sign only. NADP2 departure procedures, very good. Okay, so let's make sure everything else is in there. The minima we said earlier on 570. We'll stick that in there. And then NADP 2 is in there and all correct. That's good. Lovely job. 36 right. I'm so glad we got this runway because we did so much planning for it. What frequency did I get after London? I got this frequency. 12575, which is Amsterdam radar west. Nice and smooth frames coming over the channel here. Love to see it. Other aircraft over there in the distance. I think this guy we see on the TCAS here, that's probably the EasyJet that we can hear on the radios. As you can see, they're flying directly from Schiphol to Schiphol, which is SPL there.
Two for hotel, descend level 70, cross river 1.
Right, are we ready for this chat? I'm looking forward to this.
Fly direct to Newco.
Right, let's get the lights on as we approach flight level 100, and the seatbelt signs can come on as well.
Canon 2 for hotel, descend level 70, cross river 100 or below, and after river, proceed direct to Newco.
QNH is going to be 1042. I'm going to set that on the standby now for a reminder.
After river, proceed to Newco.
After river Newco to Fortel.
Alright, we needed to pass Schiphol at or below flight level 100, which we have done. 6.2 miles to go, so we're probably going to pass it at about 8,000 feet, I would imagine. And in fact, let's just shallow our descent rate out a little bit here.
Departure, passing flight level 80, flight level 120.
Hello, Ryder 87 Oscar.
Speed's coming back to 250 knots as per the restriction here at Schiphol, which is very good.
Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey, call Schiphol approach on 121.2.
1212 Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey. Thank you, bye.
KLM 1846, speed 210 knots. Speed 210, KLM 1846.
Schiphol approach, Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey.
Alpine 69er Victor Whiskey, info Bravo, vectors SRA, runway 36 right.
Information Bravo, vectors SRA approach 36 right, Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey. Right, there's a new ATIS. That's still showing alpha. Might take it a minute to update. I'll have to look on VPilot.
6 for X-ray, turn right, heading 330, descend 2,000 feet, QNH 1042.
Right, heading 330 and descending 2,000 by 1042, KLM 6 for X-ray.
To confirm right, turn heading 330.
Right, 330, KLM.
0207, transition level is still the same.
1846, descend 3,000 feet, QNH 1042.
Temperature is the same. QNH is the same.
Transavia 5804, descend 2,000 feet.
2000 feet, 5804.
Easy 29er Kilo X-ray, leave Sierra Papa Lima, heading 140, descend now.
Looking forward to this chat. I'm actually pretty excited now. These controllers are brilliant.
140, descent level 35, EV 29 Kilo X-ray.
Right, we're about to level off at 7,000 feet, flight level 70.
Transavia 5804, contact arrival 126.675, bye-bye.
Roy's looking forward to it as well. Very good.
675, private bill phone.
Nice short flight this actually as well. We've only been flying for 40 minutes. There's the Netherlands. And Schiphol Airport should be directly in front of us, but we can't really see it from this angle.
Film 6 for X-ray, turn right 030, cleared approach, runway 06.
Right, 030, cleared ILS 06, KLM 6 for X-ray.
KLM 1846, speed 180 knots, turn right heading 270.
Speed 180, right 270, KLM 1846.
Right, what we can also do as well is if we need to do a...
KLM 6 for X-ray, maintain speed 180 knots until established on the glide path, thereafter 160 knots to 4 DM.
If we need to go do the go around here...
Then,
If we need to do a go around, there should be Echo Hotel 637. Just above. Okay, that's not actually in there. Interesting, okay.
Easy 29 Kilo X-ray to confirm the heading 140.
Approach 140, which is not good.
KLM 1846, turn right heading 330, descend 2000 feet.
Right heading 330, descend 2000 feet, KLM 1846.
Okay, I'm not gonna...
Alpine 69er Victor Whiskey, turn right heading 150, descend to flight level 35.
Right heading 150, descend flight level 35, Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey.
KLM 1846, turn right 030, cleared approach 06.
Right heading 030.
Alright, let's carry on going down then, chats. I'm not going to complicate things by putting this in. I think... I thought this fix would have been in the database, but it's not.
119.025, KLM 6 for X-ray.
So we'll leave it off.
Schiphol approach, good evening, Condor 162.
What we could do is we could go EHAM.
Descending flight level 70 with information Alpha.
Condor 162, information Bravo now, expect vectors SRA runway 36 right, descend flight level.
What I can do is we can put in EHAM 36 right, we can put in the outbound radio as well, which is 002. And that's going to give us the extended centerline going through the runway and up the back. And then we can also put in 2.8 SPL, which is where that fix is based on. Sorry. Oh, no, I can't. I can go SPL.
KLM 24 Tel. Easy 29 Kilo X-ray, contact arrival 118.4.
Arrival 118.4, easy 29 Kilo X.
So basically, if we basically fly straight ahead, if we need to go around.
69 Victor Whiskey, descend 3000 feet, QNH 1042.
Send 3000 feet, QNH 1042, Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey. Yeah, so if we need to go around, it's straight ahead, and then we need to overfly this point here, which is the one I was talking about, and then as per ATC from that point. Right. So then...
Alpine 600 Victor Whiskey, contact arrival 131.150, adios.
131.150, Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey, adios. Yes, 1000 speeds. Let's Schiphol approach, Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey. We'll level at 3,000 feet, heading at 150.
Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey, good evening. It will be a surveillance radar approach, runway 36 right, terminates 1.5 miles from touchdown. Obstacle clearance altitude 570 feet. Check your minimums.
Thank you. SRI approach 36 right. Minimums are checked. Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey.
69 Victor Whiskey indicating 2,200 feet. Confirm you've been cleared for 3,000 feet.
A firm are being cleared for 3,000 feet. Yeah, QNH is 1042. Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey.
7 Victor Whiskey, it checks out now. Was a radar bug. Reduce speed now to 180 knots. Reduce further as convenient.
Speed 180 knots and further reduction as convenient. Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey. Oh, I can't speak there. Right, speed's coming back. We'll activate the approach phase here. We'll go to flaps 1. So speed is checked. Flaps set to 1. Right, so approach checklist. Bar off is set 1042. Seatbelt signs are on. Minimums are set 570. Auto brake is low. Engine mode selector is normal. Approach checklist complete. Right, I wonder if there's an issue with Microsoft Flight Sim then in terms of the weather. Let's just have a quick look here. No, it's showing 1042 there.
Whiskey, turn left heading 090 for base. Descend 2,000 feet.
Left 090, descend 2,000. Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey. Right, here we go, chats. And as we said, once we get close here, we want to make sure by the time we get to basically this circle here, we want to be flaps 3, gear down.
2,500.
Checked. That should go to flaps 2 now. So speed is checked. Flaps set to 2. Let's record this one. Lovely.
69 Whiskey, turn left heading 040. We are 10 miles from touchdown.
Left 040, Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey. Right, flaps 2 is set, gear down. Alt. Right, let's start bringing speed back now. So we'll go to flaps 3, speed is checked. Flap set to 3. The spoilers. Should get another left turn momentarily.
69 Whiskey, we are 9 miles from touchdown, approaching center line, fly heading 015.
Heading 015, Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey. This is great, chat. I love it. Brilliant.
Victor Whiskey, 8 miles from touchdown, left of center line and correcting, continue.
Okay, don't need to respond to that. That's just informational. Right, let's go to flaps full now. Speed is checked. Flaps set to full.
69 Victor Whiskey, 7 miles from touchdown. Start to descend now. Need to maintain a 3-degree glide path. You are slightly left of center line, correcting.
Descending now, Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey. Alright, so ground speed is 130 knots, so we're going to need about 650 vertical speed down. So we'll actually go for 600 initially.
Victor Whiskey, 6 knots from touchdown, altitude passing should be 1,800 feet, approaching center line, fly heading 006.
Heading 006, Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey. Precise on the headings there, let's go. Anita, welcome to your chats. So you notice how he gives us an altitude check as well.
Victor Whiskey, 5 miles from touchdown, altitude passing should be 1,500 feet, slightly left of center line, not correcting, fly heading 008.
Heading 008, Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey. Right, so we are a bit low now, chat, so I've just reduced the descent rate to 500 feet per minute. You can see we've...
Victor Whiskey, 4 miles from touchdown, altitude should be 1,200 feet.
Exactly.
Center line, check gear down and locked.
Okie dokie.
1,000.
1,000 is checked. We're stabilized. We're on profile.
Victor Whiskey on center line, deviating right, fly heading 005. Altitude passing should be 900 feet.
Heading 005, Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey. So we're a little bit high now, according to the controller, but having said that, we've got 4 reds. So I'm not sure if it's because we're out at an angle like this. Runway in sight, Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey.
69 Victor Whiskey, Roger, 2 miles from touchdown, altitude passing should be 600 feet. Approach completed, continue officially. Runway 36 right, clear to land. Wind 020 degrees, 7 knots.
Clear to land, 36 right, Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey, thank you.
Minimum.
Continue. Right, let's go, chats.
500.
Autopilot disconnect, auto thrust disconnect. Flight director's disconnected. Sorry, flight director's off rather. It didn't go exactly on centerline there, rather. Strangely enough, but that's fine. We're visual. We'll go for 1 white. We'll settle for that because he's brought us in a bit too low here. But I don't know if that's just an issue that we're having with the altitude, because he did say earlier on that there was some issues with the radar. He couldn't. The altitude he was seeing for me was a bit higher than what it should have been.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
Spoilers, decel, reverse green. Reverse is stowed. We'll vacate here because this is here as a high-speed exit, so let's just use it and help this controller out a bit. Whoa, bumpy. Runway vacated at Sierra 7, Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey.
Sierra Victor Whiskey, Bessie, taxi right on Bravo, contact ground 121, decimal 8.
Right on Bravo 1218, Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey. Right, lovely chat. Let's get the landing lights and the strobe lights off. We'll get the flaps retracted and the spoilers disarmed. Land rate predictions in the chats, please. And then ground we're going to on 1218. Oops. Not paying attention there, obviously. Skip ground, very good evening. Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey. We're on Bravo. Request stand Hotel 1.
Alpine 69er Victor Whiskey, good day. Hotel 1 approved.
Roger, Hotel 1 approved. Alpine 69 Victor Whiskey. Right, so we're just following Bravo round then, chats.
Istanbul 058, taxi to runway 36 left at Whiskey 5, calls 36 center.
Taxi to runway 36.
What tower frequency did I get? You don't get.
Runway 36 center, Istanbul 05.
You don't get passed onto a tower.
New Schiphol QNH 10.
You won't get passed to a tower. You'll get passed to a radar controller who will do the approach for you. Right. Okie dokie, we'll get the TCAS off, predictive wind shear and the weather radar off as well. And we're just following Bravo all the way around.
EZ1803 requesting pushback from stand U19.
EC1803 pushback and startup approved.
So continue on Bravo, which is straightforward.
Istanbul 058 at Alpha 13, join Bravo behind the EasyJet from the right.
At Alpha 13, join Bravo behind EasyJet Istanbul 058.
Right, after landing checklist, radar and predictive wind shear are off.
Can you repeat that, please?
After landing checklist complete.
EC1803, just to confirm, pushback and startup approved.
Perfect, startup approved, EZ1803.
Chat, that did feel like a good landing, but we'll see in the landing report once we get to the stand. So feel free to predict the landing rate if you like in the chat. TCAS, I thought I turned off. It still says TA only. Alright, that's because I put it to TA only. Right, so we're looking for Alpha 18, and our turning is after Alpha 18, chat. 30 knots on the taxiway here, going absolute speedy down here. And this is the default Schiphol chat, but it has got some freeware enhancements, as you can see. There's a bit more signage and stuff that doesn't exist in the default, which is quite nice touch. Alpha 18 is coming up to the left here. And then we want Alpha 19 at Echo, which should be one of these here, I think. The first one, there it is. Alpha 19 Echo. And we want to stand Hotel 1. Alpha 19 at Echo here.
EC4382, contact tower 119.225, bye-bye.
Okie dokie. Another EasyJet there, very good. With the sharklets. So yeah, as you can see, chat, this one does have marginally a lot more. Well, it has a lot more ground markings than the default, which is nice to see. Our stand is here. This is Hotel 1. How do you manage live weather today? Yeah, it just seems to be working fine, Pizza Monster. Just make sure you go into your options, general options, and data. Make sure you turn your online functionality back on after the sim automatically would have turned it off yesterday due to high load. All right, taxi lights off. We probably need to start the APU as well. So we'll get that fired up. Hotel 1 is just here, as you can see. Got a VDGS here as well. Very close into the buildings here, crikey. There we go. Parking brake sets. APU is Vale. Lovely stuff. Both engines off. Beacon light off. Fuel pumps can come off as well. Seatbelt signs off as well. Lovely jubbly. We'll get the transponder off. And there we are, chat. Welcome indeed to Schiphol. That was great fun. I absolutely loved that. That was super enjoyable. It's a shame that there seemed to be some discrepancy regarding the altitude and position of the aircraft, but nevertheless, it was absolutely fantastic, I think. So yeah, I did really enjoy that. We'll get the ground crew to connect the GPU now. So we'll turn that on and turn the APU master off. And we're right on centerline there, though. We absolutely smashed that. Pretty good. I'm not sure what these guys are doing on the roof here, but never mind. Might just need to open the doors and help it out here. Yeah, we do. There is a bug in GSX at the moment where it can't open the one left door on the Fenix, but the developer has said they are aware of that issue. Lovely job. Oh, we've got a Harrier A320. Alright, lovely stuff. Let's stop the replay there. And we'll watch that back in a few moments. Very nice, chat. Right, I'm going to turn the sim volume down because it's very bright, very loud outside. Okie dokes then, chat. So let's have a look at the landing report then, shall we? I will say initially that I'm not super super impressed with the landing rate, as seems to be the case all the time with me at the moment, but hey ho. Nevertheless, I think it was still a good landing, so let's have a look then. So landing rates is 298 feet per minute, so very much a positive touchdown there. 1.06 G though, so not too bad, and speed 126 knots, so again pretty good on all of the factors. And then centerline deviation 8 feet to the left there, and we absolutely smashed the centerline, and the touchdown zone we landed right on the aiming point there. And we got centre line as well. So I'm fairly happy with that. I mean, like I say, bit of a hard touchdown. But, I mean, it just felt like I couldn't really have done more there. I felt like I did everything right. I'm very much baffled by that, to be honest. Maybe it's just me. I'm probably just terrible. But, yeah, I think not bad. Not bad. Who won anyway? We've got Ewald, I think, with the closest guess. Oh, we've got Mawson and Ewald, who both guessed 200. Oh, no, I tell a lie. Sorry, I take that back. Sorry to disappoint you guys, but it's MPS Gaming with the 217 guess, which is by far the closest to 298. So congratulations, MPS Gaming. Very well done there. Yeah, so not too bad with the landing. Like I say, it was a little bit skew with on the final approach. Let's have a look actually at the logbook entry here, and let's have a look at the route that we actually ended up flying. Yeah, so you can see we were more or less always left of the center line. And then obviously we corrected onto it ourselves. So not too shabby. I really enjoyed that. Regardless of having a slightly positive touchdown there, I absolutely really enjoyed that. That was great fun. Matt Rass is on final. Very good. You have to let us know how it goes. Phoenix is really hard demand on hardwares. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think hopefully they'll eventually get to a point where it will be a bit better optimized. So yeah, I'm hoping it'll be a bit better in the future. But for now, it is what it is. It's not too bad in all instances, I find, but yeah, it definitely is one of the heaviest aircraft on frames in the sim. Right then, guys. So I think I'm going to skip past GSX as we usually end up doing, and we're going to go ahead and watch the replay. GSX working quite well today, though, I will say. I will say. .737 is far more fluid. Yeah, definitely a lot better on frames, the 737. Right, let's do a bit of this then. And we'll go ahead and watch the replay, shall we? 737 is... sorry, I already read that one. Do I also use GSX Pro? Yes, I do indeed, that one. Welcome to the chat, though. Hope you're doing well. Right, looking forward to seeing this replay. I'll just let the aircraft initialize and then we'll play the replay, shall we? Right. Are we good to go? I think we should be. Right, let's have a look then, shall we? Jace KD, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for the subscription. Much appreciated. I think we flew that, all things considered, I think we flew that really well, actually, chat. I think we did the best we could do. Roy's signing off. How did your landing go, Roy? Yeah, I mean, no float there at all. I think that was pretty decent, to be honest with you. It looked pretty good from the outside. We're definitely a bit low coming over the threshold, but other than that, it was pretty good, I think. Your sim crashed. Oh, Roy, that's so upsetting. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Well, I'll catch you in the next stream, that's for sure, hopefully. And I hope you have a good Sunday evening, despite that. I bet that's super annoying now. Oh, so we're actually a little bit after the aiming point. But again, I'm not sure if the Asobo runway is exactly matching the real world runway. Right on centerline though, so I'll take that. Pretty nice, I think. I'm fairly happy with that, I think. Right. Okie dokes then, chat. So I'm going to... Whoa, why is it... It looks like it's going in fast forward. I can't tell. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Anyways, chat, I'm going to play the stream out with the full approach from just before we got established on the final there. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that today. That was great fun. Really, really enjoyed that. Highly recommend the SRA approach to anyone who's, you know, not tried it before. Really, really great fun. I think they do it relatively infrequently on VATSIM. It's not like a one-off thing, like once a year, once a season or anything. They do it relatively often, I think, on VATSIM. So highly recommend checking it out if you guys haven't tried it. Yeah, really enjoyed that. That was great. Fantastic controllers as well in Amsterdam. Really, really just fantastic all around. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you again in the next one. Once again, Andy Weller for your super chat earlier on. Thanks so much. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye-bye for now.